All right, so now we're going to talk about our beautiful showstopper. Wow, wow, wow. Let's just begin with the fact that the round beads are between 4mm and 18mm. Enough said. The triangles are 16 by 17, the rondelles are 8 by 5, 18 by 12. Big, big, and Jay, I don't think I've ever seen you do a bigger beaded necklace.
Well, number one, round beads just eat up your rough material like you wouldn't believe. And this comes out of Iron Mountain deposit. And this is more of the tealy, it's almost like a teal blue green. It's got a really kind of a different color to it. There's, on this rough, because we were able to buy it at the price, we could do something like this. I mean, you can't, to have this much turquoise, especially in round beads, I wanted to do something big and bold and huge and chunky, and have it more of a standard, like a cut, and that's why I layered this, and this is humongo, okay? It's really hard to come in at a price point when you do this, especially when you're cutting round beads. Okay, for an 8mm turquoise bead,
right?
Okay, necklace, 18 inches, for a single 8mm turquoise bead. If I can come in between 129 and 159, I'm doing the dance of joy.
And 8mm. Remember, okay, the biggest stone on the biggest bead is 18mm.
18mm.
Yeah.
So this is it's a huge amount of material, a huge amount of turquoise. The biggest waste that you can possibly have is to cut something round. And you say, well, why is that? It's because there is nothing that cuts round, right? Everything has to start out as a square or a cube. In this case, in any kind of bead.
So they sort of rough cut it in a square?
What they do is they call blocking it out.
Blocking,
so they take the rough material, they block it all out. And if you walked by when they were making this, you'd see buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of little sugar cube, turquoise sugar cubes. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And then they take those and they cut it for yield, so they cut it by size. And then what they'll do is they take that, they take a, okay, so you start with a sugar cube. And I say sugar cube just so you can kind of visualize it, right? They take a Dremel, which is a diamond Dremel, and they have a diamond bit on that. And they drill that through the center. They put on that, they put piano wire, and then they give it to a lapidarist, and they have what they call lapidary wheels, and these are diamond wheels that are spinning either with water, usually with water. They do sometimes use oil, but to keep it, because you want to keep it cool, right? Otherwise, it'll ruin the wheel, and also it'll chip the material. And then what they do is they run it back and forth and back and forth, and they do a rhythm, and as it goes on there, it starts spinning, and it cuts away that. That's why if you take these beads, you can actually see, I mean, even just by the eye there, you see how some of them are a little bit bigger, some of them are a little bit smaller. They're not perfect round. That's because they're free-form hand shapes. Okay,
that's really cool.
This isn't done on a machine. These are literally done by hand.
Now, I love the fact you did the diamonds or the triangles, excuse me, on top, because it keeps it stable, but it also is a nice eye break. Like, it's kind of neat. It sort of stops your eye and gives it a little bit more style.
And you know what? And there's something that you think is simple. You go, oh yeah, they put a triangle in there. No, think about this. Okay, they cut that triangle, but then they have to take those diamond Dremels and they have to drill them at an angle, right? So they take those, they drill them at an angle perfectly. They take it, they mark it, they drill, and they're holding this by hand. They're actually holding it down. They drill it at an angle. If they get that angle off, or they get that Dremel where it's like having two mine shafts that come together. Yeah. If they're off, they'll crack the stone.
Crack the stone.
They'll break the stone, and they have to start all. And there's nothing you can do with it. You just throw it away.
Now, let me give you the link to just because here's some of the details.
This is Mondo.
It is big.
Mondo.
It's 22 inches here, by the way. It goes a little farther. And then I want you to see, Adam, if you don't mind, can you go out a little bit wider? Because you would think, okay, it's all genuine turquoise. Here's this amazing necklace, but the turquoise continues all the way around to the back. And you can see the bigger circle or the bigger rounds and the smaller rounds for spacers. And then, if that weren't enough, let's add more extension. So you can see right now, I have it as its short, its length, and it's very long. This is all sterling silver. You have almost an additional 3 inches to work work with. So watch what happens. When you go down to here, oh, is Victoria going to wear it all the, here it is. That's the full length on it. That means that's going over a collar. That's going to go around a turtleneck. That's going to go around a chunky neckline. So it's not like, oh, I'm kind of stuck. I think I have this. Oh, I have it the full length too. I'm wearing it the full length right now. So yes, I can get this with a great little collar. Maybe you have a turquoise or a denim jacket or a shirt you love, and you want to wear this under the collar. You can do that with this necklace, which is wonderful. And you'll see it. Victoria's wearing the Giuliana Rancic jacket. Oh my gosh, sorry, Jay. It's been a long day for me too. But she's wearing that Giuliana Rancic jacket, and where does your eye go? Victoria's beautiful, she's gorgeous, but boy, isn't that necklace just that finishing perfect touch? I'm such a nerd when it comes to your jewelry, Jay. I have goosebumps. It's just because you get that one piece that you can wear with everything, and it's very sophisticated, so you could wear it maybe to a job interview, or you're going to a convention and you want more of a sophisticated but modern look. But then, hey, it's a Saturday, you're putting on the t-shirt and the jeans and the denim jacket, boom, you put this on, and it just is kind of rock and roll at the same time. So it goes from this unique elegance to this very chic kind of uptown look to really downtown and kind of urban cowboy chic if you wanted. I think that's what this really represents. Now, here's the story though. It is going to sell out, as a matter of fact, and it's going to do it here in just a couple of minutes. We have the 4 flex pays. That's only for our event. Once this is gone, again, not going to happen again. I do need to give you an update on the cuff because it goes back to the whole collection. We have 50 remaining, and the item number's on the bottom of the screen. And then the earrings were just hugely popular. So again, please just ask about those, or you can find them on hsn.com. We're going to change that number and show you the earring item number as well. But this is going to be gone in just a minute. The challenge for you really is this big, bold size of bead, right?
Okay. If you look at it, okay, think about it. Okay, we're at the heart of what we do. I mean, that's what I consider us. I mean, we're really at the heart of what we do for a living. I don't know anybody. I always tell everybody, you know, it's like everybody's got a piece of the pie, but we got the whole pie.
Which is lovely.
We do it all. We do it all from the ground up.
Right.
And with the big challenge on round beads like this, something that's this size, that's big and bold like this, is giving you something this size in turquoise, but holding a price where it really is a fabulous deal. Normally, just a little 8mm, okay, and I say little, okay, 8mm beads, 18-inch with a 2 3/4 inch extender will run you, if I can come in at 129 to 159, then I'm just doing the dance of joy. I'm really happy, and that's really tough to do it. If you consider the size of this and the size of these beads. Okay, these are 18mm at the longest point. You're not, you know, that's a challenge. Okay, and it really is something that just doesn't happen all the time. It really, you just really gotta negotiate hard, and it all starts with the rough material.
Well, let me ask you this: we did remember the other night we had a double-strand nugget necklace. It was great. It sold out. Okay. It was much higher and much smaller. Do you remember how much? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I know it was over 100 for sure.
But here again, let's talk about nuggets. See, nuggets. I'm not cutting material off of a nugget.
That's right. You're keeping it kind of in its more pure state.